Last time on Total Drama World Tour Simulator, folks, is that we were in England, or should I say London, England, of the royalty and history, and also the home of its most, and then with the London Tower too, and with the history, and then the song got pretty much a bit odd. As for some other people that were still on teams did not want to do it by fully on the changing the guards. Yeesh, that there probably would, by the way, would have been pretty much ouch. And then I was going to say that the other people were in or had to watch, as that was about to go on for right now. And at the end of the day, we even got a special return of saying hello to Duncan, and then a wave of goodbye to Harold, which I mean, he was going to mostly get tossed out as it was going to be for that reason of him being out of the game. And it still remains down left with the only 6 teams left to go that pretty much is left to go, and who is about to make another win for the team this time. And let's see what happens now on Total Drama World Tour. And we shall be getting this started. And for however, Harold is definitely bye-bye and hello to Duncan. We got a lot more interesting things coming along in the show halfway near this end, or should I say continue a lot more near likely to the end. So find out this time and see who's gonna win. Yep, let's do it now. And start this time. That's right, here on Total Drama World Tour Simulator. Let the show begin. Meanwhile, with Duncan in the confessional bathroom. Now, since that I'm going to be needing to be aware and careful to not have me being a target in the challenge today, and hope that I'm going to just chill with some people that I would like the most of my buddies, I guess, and the only ones who I would want to send home is Heather, and I know she's on my team, which sucks a bit of a hard pick to send out. And then from the other teams that I'm thinking who I should say and might be sending home is Trent, because I think he would be another pick to go and for that, since I have him gone to have him gone. And Justin as well, on the other hand, is going to be another way to have him gone. And in fact, Justin does not even like Alejandro. And hey, I don't like the guy either. To not care about it. And great. Just when everybody is even a bigger threat than me is to be Josh. Oh my god. And also, I want to tell you guys something. What happened is that me and Josh used to be in juvie before I got out. And I might have to get DJ and Owen and Courtney and Gwen to be aware of Josh. And the dude is bad news. That nobody wants him around because he's way evil than me. So I guess that I would need to warn them as I can. Alright, time to go ahead and see Gwen. Anyway, Duncan left the confessional and went to see Gwen, and meanwhile back with the team squad of the professionals in first class. Hey Gwen, can I talk with you? And then as if from Gwen, she actually accepted and went to see Duncan to talk somewhere. Well, I want to say is that Josh is a bigger threat in the whole game. Because I met him in juvie, and not only he's way evil than me, It's just that I don't want Josh to do anything with to you or Courtney, or a few people that I hang out with. I was thinking that we should win to send him home and for out for good. You're welcome. Anyway, as in from Duncan, he went to go ahead and explain with Owen, Courtney, and DJ about Josh, and they agreed. So far to agree. And also, Tyler, on the other hand, was thinking of something to more likely think about calling up Lindsay on the phone, but except that, Heather was pretty much likely not giving a hoot about Tyler's problem, which she always does, and tries to say most likely any of these. Ouch. Which so far, Tyler, on the other hand, was being nice exactly and was trying to be more confident for Lindsay than pretty much have her stinky attitude right in his face. And as in for that, looks like Tyler, on the other hand, was pretty much making a burn of an insult. Ouch. Like, I guess we all know how that's true since everybody hates Heather, so I mean, Tyler gets a point, so he probably gets the only thing he ever gets. And anyway, it looks like Tyler, on the other hand, walks somewhere else from Heather, and Gwen, on the other hand, did not want to hear any of that from Heather, so Gwen had to teach her a bit of a lesson, which, for some reason, I guess. Oh, yeah, I know what you're thinking, Gwen, and I agree. Oh, I so agree. Oh, and looks like the chase is about to begin anyway. Duncan and Gwen went after Heather and was gonna pretty much take care of business and just go on after Heather, and yeesh. Looks like Owen, on the other hand, was pretty much gonna go walk away somewhere else to see Noah. Pretty much in the Chris McLean movie theater set, so continue on with that now. It looks like the other hand that Noah, by the way, was pretty much enjoying the movies, while pretty much that Sally, on the other hand, or should I say, by any chance, that Sally and Sierra were having a conversation while they were still in first class with the second team. That's right. You get Heather to be mean to everyone, and then looks like once again, oof. Yikes. Yep, that's gotta be something right there. That Duncan, on the other hand, was pretty much owning Heather right there, and Gwen, on the other hand, was taking Heather to somewhere else to put her in the closet. No, and shut up already. And oh my goodness. Looks like Gwen opened the door and put her in the closet and closed the door. Yep, that's right. So let's head back to first class. Duncan and Gwen went back to first class while Heather remains in the closet to have her in a timeout, also known to have a potty mouth. Yikes. Which I could have probably said better anyway, but whatever. That's gotta be funny to hear that one, so back on with the show. And meanwhile, while they were in the Chris McLean movie theater set of my movie theater set, it looks like Star was having a question exactly about Gothlistic Girl's true story, about her makeup, about something if anything ever happened to Gothlistic Girl. Oh my goodness. I gotta catch on this right there. That Gothlistic Girl does not like the sun because it would kind of like melt her, pretty much her makeup off her face. And then, of course, something else would have been a lot more than to be ever she was. And then so far, Owen, on the other hand, was seeing how Noah was up to. And so far, Noah and Owen were having a conversation exactly about what was going on with Tyler. Since Tyler, on the other hand, was on the other team. And then meanwhile, how pretty much likely that once again Noah and Owen were having some advices to know what was happening, but Noah said that he didn't want to have to do anything with the problem with Owen exactly, but he was still being friendly to Owen, but he still didn't want to try to go on and help with Tyler since that's Tyler's issue. And then so far, looks like Courtney and DJ were talking about how they were going to try to win. But so far, looks like DJ still pretty much wants to go on home exactly until, for example, that he was trying to explain that with Courtney, but Courtney seemed a little bit, pretty much likely a little bit pretty much odd from what DJ was just saying, that she kind of felt a bit odd about how DJ would instantly just want to go home anyway and leave. And then so far they kept on talking and talking. And so far Owen heads back to his team to meet up with Duncan and Gwen and Tyler after Heather was just in the closet for many days. Or for how long that will take until the end of this episode. So, meanwhile, back with the Nancy Drew catchers are in the back of the plane, along with the No Fear Savages. And so far, Trent and Justin were thinking of an idea to pretty much likely get rid of Alejandro and Josh at the same time, which is pretty possible to do. So, looks like once again that ought to be interesting. And then looks like pretty much likely Trent did have a point with Justin, and then Justin actually agreed to say is like they were agreeing to go after Alejandro to take him down at the pretty much the ceremony to have him eliminated, or somewhat likely that it'll probably have to be whatever it will be. So far, looks like Trent and Justin made that as a deal. And so far, it looks like Sadie and Katie were just enjoying themselves having fun, while they were pretty much enjoying to hang out with Justin and Trent while they were still in the game. And then as if Alejandro and Josh, by the way, they were thinking about eliminating to see who's going to be eliminated next. And so far, they were just thinking about eliminating either Justin or Trent. But Josh had a way evil, crafty idea that wouldn't be so much good, to pretty much instantly eliminate Duncan. But of course, Alejandro wouldn't want to worry about that too soon anyways for Josh. But anyway, meanwhile, back with me. So, alright everybody, can I have your attention please? And meet me in the other room with the tables. Thanks. Everybody meets up with me at the tables. So, for the only team that we have left to go is Team Amazon, is Sally and Sierra with 2 people left to go. And then as in from the team of squad of the professionals that has Gwen, Owen, and Tyler, and Heather, and Duncan. That is 5 people to go. And then, of course, we got a trio that's 3. That is Star, Noah, and Gothlister Girl. And then, of course, with 2s of duo, we have is Courtney and DJ. And then, finally, with 4 people, we have is Katie, Sadie, Trent, and Justin. And finally, Alejandro and Josh as 2 teams. Man, now I gotta say, that's gonna be wild and crazy to see who's gonna get eliminated. But unfortunately, I have something else in mind to see who gets eliminated. And also, as into when we start this now, is that we're going to begin shortly. So, anyways, I'm just about to pretty much likely to say we're going to do the next part when the challenge gets to begin and fully naturally gets started. So, if I were myself, we'll hopefully might as well see who wins or not. So, find out next time.